had done 5-6 years in Calcutta in the first part of my life. 5-6 different gigs. And I used to say that Rolling Stone gathers no boss. Right? The only way I used to defend myself. तो पर ऐसा नहीं था एक्चुअली. आई हैड नो आइडिया व्हाट आई वांटेड टू डू. तो McKinsey से एक वो वेंसडे टाइम्स ऑफ इंडिया या टेलीग्राफ में किसी में एक वेंसडे को इतना याद है मेरे को, एक एसेंट बोल के आता था, हार्ड कॉपी प्रिंट जिसमें जॉब्स आते थे.
करेक्ट.
तो MCKC ने उस समय एक पब्लिक दिया था. And I had applied because we were married for 2 years and we decided we'll either move to Delhi or Bombay for opportunities. Me and Sonia had decided. And Sonia and Shivani are the same person. Shivani's real name, Sonia's pet name. I don't have 2 wives. So MCKC में अप्लाई किया और पता नहीं क्या हुआ, किसी ने मेरे को बोलते हैं McKinsey ना एक शिपिंग कंपनी है. And one of the most terrible experience I had earlier was as part of a export company where I was a dock in charge. So I used to stand on dock and get goods loaded and uploaded. Like ये काम था मेरा. एक बार कर लिया एक्सपीरियंस के लिए, लाइफ लॉन्ग तो मतलब शिपिंग कंपनी जाना ही नहीं मेरे को. So I didn't go. So they called me for the interview. I didn't show up. I had no idea. You have to trust me on this. I had zero idea of what consulting is. I had zero idea there's a company called McKinsey. What it does, what it doesn't do. मैं तो अप्लाई किया था, दिल्ली का जॉब था इसलिए. सिंपल एज दैट. और 28,000 रुपये सैलरी थी इसलिए. MCKC बहुत ज़्यादा थी. तो हो गया, अप्लाई कर दिया, ठीक है. नहीं आया. और एक और कंपनी थी फॉरेक्स की, मैकलाई बोल के, तो वहाँ पे अप्लाई किया था. वहाँ पे आ गया तो वहाँ पे एंगेजिंग. ये तो फॉरेक्स तो अच्छी चीज़ होती है, तो इसमें जाएंगे. आई मेट समबडी फ्रॉम IT Delhi. समबडी वन ऑफ माई फ्रेंड्स ब्रदर हु हैड कम डाउन. तो सर क्या कर रहे हो, ऐसे ये कर रहे हैं, सोच रहे हैं. एक वो कोई McKinsey कोई कंपनी थी, उससे आया था, मैं तो नहीं जाऊँगा. He said, "Are you crazy? It's the number 1 company on our campus." I said, "Is it? I have no idea. Let me write again." So I called up MCKC. I remember I said कि अच्छा वो मैं आ नहीं पाया था. Is the vacancy still open? I couldn't come earlier, but if you say now, I'll come. So he gave me a train ticket to come. Remember, right? So I got a train ticket, took the Rajdhani, and on that same day I got through. That like series of interviews. Same day I got through. So that's how I got into McKinsey. I had absolutely zero idea. Right?
That's incredible.
And I think my learning has been that every time the worst question we ask people in the interviews is, where do you see yourself, say 5 years or 10 years later? I cannot answer the question in hindsight or for me at all. I had no idea where I'd land up. So none of this was planned. In fact, even ISB was Leo pushing me to do it. I had no desire to go to any B school.
Had you moved to the consultant path in McKinsey?
Yeah.
You already moved?
I had already moved.
But then they forced you to go...
So I moved as a BA.
Okay. You moved as a BA?
Yeah.
Okay.
I moved as a BA. And then I was supposed to go there. And then Leo said like, you should go. So I applied to Wharton, INSEAD and ISB. I got through ISB. I had a Wharton waitlist and INSEAD admit. The reason I went to ISB, I had no money. Right? And there were no foreign loans happening in that year because the post 2002 crisis, a lot of education loans were in default. So it's damn hard for a foreign student to get a loan.
Wow. So McKinsey was not able to sponsor?
McKinsey was sponsoring ISB, right? Which they did. And I'm very grateful for, I think it's a firm which shaped everything I am today. So that was the backstory there. That's why I went to ISB. Yeah.
Wow, that's incredible. And you stay still close to the ISB circuit. And mentoring and teaching is important to you, right?
Yeah, I do teach, and I feel that every organization you have worked for more than 4-5 years is like marriage, right? Whether you work for them at that point in time or not, it's sort of an integral part of who you are. Right? I think anything shorter than that is tough, but जहाँ पे भी 3-4 साल आपने लगा लिए, तो आपका part है. So I'm very closely involved still.
Wow, that's incredible. Let's come to your career choices, right? I think. And you always left on a high, right? McKinsey, you left on a high. You went to Max, and you were my client. Scary one for a while. And then even there, you went on to like become a chief operating officer at Max Healthcare, and then you kind of went to Oyo. Like always on a high, and moves that outside in seem like when you move to Oyo, to be very honest,
don't make sense. Yeah.
Don't make sense. I always felt that Oyo. Max, I did not know too well. I got to know more much later. But Oyo always felt like, like there was a young blood, testosterone-filled, adrenaline-filled, execution-heavy, ruthless, mercenary kind of business, always in the papers, had this maverick founder, kind of changed the way hospitality is looked at in India and so on. And you are and I always felt, even when you joined, that it was preparing for moving into the big leagues of public shareholding. Even then, I don't know whether it was in retrospect, I always felt then that there is a certain level of thought that came into that, which is beyond just the role and so on. But talk about like these moves that you made, like leaving McKinsey and Max.
So leaving Max was very simple. That time, Max Healthcare got sold to KKR, and there was a natural point of inflection happening there. First of all, Max was 7 years, great stint. I still am on the board of Max India. I just love the culture that was built in the group. You've served the group, so
Yes.
you know that what I mean. It's just fantastic. I think how good a culture is built in that group, right? I think when I left, I was about to leave. I was thinking the following. I had three, four classical choices. One was to go into a PE world, to go as CEO or next level at a listed company, healthcare. That was a choice and an option clearly. But I was 40. This was 2018. I was 44. Getting to 44, and I was very clear something is happening in the consumer tech world, because 2015, 16 not so clear, but 2018 all of us were using Ola, Uber, Oyo, Airbnb, Zomato as part of daily life. So it was really changing the way as a consumer I lived my life.
Correct.
And I had no idea about this world at all. Right? I had no clue. I said, if I go and continue to do what I'm doing, I think it is the equivalent of using your fixed deposit to finance your current income.
Correct.
Right? It's sort of like that. That I know this very well, and let me keep using it to sort of build my future. That's not how future, at least not in my mind, how it gets made, because then you are not investing in yourself for the future. And Oyo, or there were some other companies which I thought of. There was one very simple criteria. Are they large enough? Because I was hand on heart not ready to go into a Series A, B. I had no idea of the world. So I wanted a slightly larger company where I could think of settling in well and into that ecosystem. Right? And there were few companies. The only criteria was there a track record of recruiting good people, which I think Ritesh had fantastically done well since the early days. Abhinav came in, Maninder joined, and they stayed, more importantly. And are there people I can work with, right? And both answers were yes. And I think we got into this discussion. They lasted several months. And I joined Oyo, and I think it's just the right choice, because frankly, through the opportunities I got at Oyo, right, I am a very different individual today, right? In terms of skill set, which have added on to what I knew, rather than just kept using the fixed deposit. Yeah. And I'll do that all over again, if given a chance, till I am no longer the capability to do it.